If I had just $10,000 to invest in my 20s, here's exactly what I would do. And not only is this what I would do, in this video, I'm gonna share with you literally what I invested in my 20s that made me a multi-millionaire less than a decade later. The number one thing that I would invest in is courses and coaching to help me learn and master a highly valuable set of skills. And the reason is that the gap between where we are and where we wanna be in life is almost always a skills gap. If I don't have the body I wanna have, it's likely because I lack the skills of knowing what foods I should be eating and what exercises to be doing in the gym. If I don't have the relationship I wanna have, it's likely because I lack the skills to create intimacy, connection, and communication that creates a long-term relationship. And if I'm not making the kind of money that I wanna make, it's likely because I lack the skills necessary to earn the kind of money that I'd like to earn. On that note, make sure that you watch the next video in the lineup at the end of this video, because in it, I'm gonna share with you 3 skills, all of which make me well over 6 figures per month. Now, before I share exactly what I invested in my 20s that made me a multi-millionaire, let me start by addressing a major myth. And that is that typically people in their 20s tend to think that maybe their age is some sort of a disadvantage. People don't take me seriously or people don't respect my opinion. But in reality, being young, ambitious, and energetic while having less responsibilities is a huge advantage. If you're not married and don't have kids, don't own a home, don't have to worry about a mortgage, then you can take much more risk without worrying about all of the other consequences that could impact other people that you love. In other words, being young, ambitious, energetic, and having less responsibilities is a massive advantage because ultimately you can take more risk. Now, after 11 years of failure as a wannabe entrepreneur, I realized that the reason for my failure is that I kept looking out there for a solution. I thought if I found the right product, the right compensation plan, the right trend, the right upline, the right invention or something, then eventually I would be successful. But after 11 years of failing, I realized that the only thing I never invested in was myself. I never invested in learning and mastering the skills that were common amongst all of the other successful people around me. And as soon as I had that epiphany, I focused on mastering skills instead. For me, I chose to learn marketing and sales. I realized that if I could run some ads and generate some high quality leads, and if I could get on the phone and make sales to those leads, well then I would be able to print my paycheck for life. And the best way that I found to learn and master a new set of skills is what I call the 3 C's. Courses, meaning online courses so that you can go through the content at your own pace on your own time. Coaching, because I get to basically buy somebody else's experience at a discount. In other words, if I find an expert at something that I want to learn, well then they've spent years learning and mastering and honing their craft, and I can buy that time that they spent at a fraction of the cost. In other words, I can spend money and save time instead. And the 3rd C is being around a community of other people that are going the way that I want to go. That way, if I get knocked down, if I get confused, if I get frustrated, when I run into the inevitable roadblocks, there are people around me that can lift me up, that can share with me, what's worked for them in the past, and that can help keep me motivated and focused on mastering my craft. So listen, not only is this what I would do if I were in my 20s all over again, it is literally what I did in my 20s that has now set me free for life. And so I hope that you got value out of this video, my friend. If so, make sure that you subscribe and hit that little bell notification so that you get notified every week when I drop more content like this. And by the way, my name is Kanae. I'm an entrepreneur that got started a few short years ago while working in a coffee shop for minimum wage, and I've gone on now to create multiple 7- and 8-figure businesses. And I say that so that you know that everything I share on my channel comes from the real world knowledge of the things that I've learned and applied that have helped me create those results, and I share them in hopes that they help you create similar results as well. So subscribe, hit that little bell notification, and make sure that you watch the next video in the lineup, because in it I'm gonna share with you 3 skills, all of which make me well over 6 figures per month. I'll see you there.